So yeah, Leafy got banned about an hour and a half ago as of when I'm recording this. So Leafy for the past few months has been making various videos and sort of miniature commentaries. Ever since he's come back from his hiatus off of YouTube, he's just sort of been making more organic, free-flowing commentaries. But recently, he's been making a ton of videos criticizing the Twitch streamer Pokimane. His main criticisms of her was that she makes terrible content and she's not a good streamer, nor really a good person. And as a result, Pokimane has been facing quite a bit of backlash recently, and just for the past couple of weeks in general. Do I think it's a coincidence that this backlash against Pokimane coincides with Leafy being banned? Absolutely not. I really disagree with YouTube's decision to ban Leafy. You don't have to like Leafy, you don't have to like his content, you don't even have to like the whole commentary genre as a whole. But I think Leafy being banned represents a much greater and very dark turn that YouTube is taking right now, where making content even remotely critical of someone just isn't allowed anymore. I think it's fair to say that Leafy's channel was banned on grounds of harassment, particularly because of the many Pokimane videos that he's made in the past couple weeks. And with this assumption being made, and like I said, it is an assumption, I really don't see how Leafy has done anything wrong in the realm of harassment or cyberbullying. Even by modern day YouTube standards, he's actually pretty tame, and he's been pretty tame since he started making videos again. Like, in comparison to all of his old videos, his new videos are absolutely nothing. Now you might be thinking, oh well, he made 9 videos on Pokimane, which, I mean, yeah, he made 9 videos with Pokimane in the title and thumbnail, but he didn't really make 9 videos about her. Aside from his original content nuke video, there wasn't really any direct laser-focused video directed towards Pokimane. Half of these videos were just tangents of him talking about financial advice and how to invest. But even if you don't like him or his content, you still have to admit that it's concerning that he got banned without any kind of warning. For anyone that doesn't know, YouTube uses a 3-strike system. So if you get one community guideline strike or a copyright strike, it's basically your warning. And then there's a cool off period where you can't get any more strikes, and if you do, more bad things happen to your channel. And if you get 3 strikes before all these strikes cool off and go off from your channel, well, then your channel gets deleted. This system is more or less meant to warn YouTubers who might be breaking the rules and give them some chance to change. But some YouTubers haven't been having that as of late, and they've just been getting banned instantly. Like, sometimes what may happen is that you'll get 3 community guideline strikes or 3 copyright strikes in a row, like at the same time. This actually happened to the big YouTuber Jameski a while back, and his channel was pretty close to being deleted before he got it back, where he got 3 copyright strikes on one video, or actually I think it was like 4 or 5 copyright strikes on one video, and he was actually dangerously close to being terminated. So with that being said, and going off of what we've seen before on YouTube, here's what I think happened to his channel that led to him getting terminated so suddenly. Counting the original content nuke and all of its subsequent videos, Leafy made 9 Pokimane videos, I believe. What I think may have been happening over the past few weeks that these videos have been made is that Pokimane fans have been flagging these videos as harassment, cyberbullying, spam, that sort of thing. So then once YouTube actually got around to reviewing all of these reports from all these Pokimane fans, they decided to give him like multiple strikes on his channel at once because of all these videos. Or what is more likely is that YouTube used all of these reports from Pokimane fans to justify banning Leafy. It's no secret that on YouTube, they haven't really been very friendly to mature content in the past 3-4 years. Between the demonetization of more mature rated channels and the pushing of more family friendly channels on the YouTube front page, I don't think I'm going to surprise anyone when I say that YouTube's been becoming more and more family and advertiser friendly over the past few years. Emphasis on the advertiser friendly, that's going to come into play later. You ever notice how people like Onision or Keemstar are able to stay on YouTube? Well, it's for one reason and one reason only. Those people make YouTube money. Leafy's videos weren't getting ads, and the new videos he's been making, contrary to his old ones, were actually pretty short. A lot of them were under 10 minutes long. So with that all being said, I think YouTube was actually planning on banning Leafy for quite a while, but then after he stopped making videos, they couldn't really just ban him randomly. That wouldn't really make any sense. So when he started uploading again, and he showed that he wasn't really going to be commercially viable, YouTube finally found an excuse to pull the plug when all these reports from Pokimane fans come in. Basically, he stopped making money for YouTube, and they finally found an excuse to pull the plug on his channel when all these reports from Pokimane fans and his Pokimane videos started coming out. But man, oh man, I really do not think that this is the move for YouTube, and I think this is just a very bad move for the site. You'll have channels like the Ace family who just completely exploit their kids. People like Morgs who make absolute clickbait garbage, but yet their channels are allowed to stay up, and they're allowed to stay on YouTube. And why? Because they make YouTube money. Like, if you're ever wondering why a certain YouTuber has been banned despite the fact that they've broken rules several times without any punishment, it's because of money. It's always because of money. YouTube hasn't actually cared about enforcing its rules for a very long time now. That's become more evident now more than ever. YouTube uses its rules just to save face whenever controversy is thrown at the website. YouTube didn't do anything about Alex Jones for a long time until there were more calls for him to get banned. But the only reason they did it was because they actually had to, because he was a cash cow for them. He kept people on their website and he kept them watching ads, so YouTube kept him around for a while. This isn't exactly a big secret. YouTube's been cracking down on non-commercially viable content for a while. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's in their terms of service as of late. Now, while I understand that YouTube is a private company and they can host whoever they want on their platform, I think it's safe to say that if you're a creator, this should really worry you. The fact that YouTube can terminate any one channel that they don't like simply because they're not making money anymore is a little bit concerning, especially if you're a smaller channel and you don't make any money for YouTube as is. If you make any kind of controversial or critical content of some one person, then you might be in some serious trouble. Don't think of this as another Susie Lou situation. This isn't like that at all. That whole deal was about someone getting salty that they were being criticized and actively taking down a YouTuber. This is way worse. This is YouTube striking down a channel without any warning whatsoever, and if you make videos on this platform and you're cheering this on, I don't think you understand that this can also happen to you too, without warning, and no one can help you. Like, Leafy was one of the biggest channels on YouTube for a while, and he basically kickstarted the commentary fervor of 2016. If YouTube can just take him down because of harassment and cyberbullying because he was criticizing Pokimane, to all these people on YouTube and Twitter who are cheering this as a defeat of hateful content, do you really think that YouTube won't do this to you too? I know I might seem a little dramatic about this, but this is a move from YouTube that only harms the creators. It shows them that they have ultimate power over them and that their creative freedom and their creative liberties don't even matter to YouTube, especially if they're not making YouTube money right now. Also, to anyone thinking that Pokimane was being harassed by Leafy, if you're one of the biggest streamers in the world, please learn how to deal with internet criticism. Or just like, don't copyright strike people like Bo Blacks who make videos against you. That'll work too. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some stupid white boy making a commentary channel, so my opinion doesn't matter. At least that's what Twitter tells me. But yeah, in conclusion, I'm really scared for the future of content creation on this website. If this is how YouTube can treat its creators without any kind of moment's notice, what do you think is going to happen in the future? All these people on Reddit and Twitter will cheer on whenever a private corporation deletes someone that they don't like. But what's important to remember to anyone who might be saying that Leafy being terminated was a good idea, just as it can happen to him, it can happen to you too. And if it happens to you and all these channels are banned, who's going to be around to help you? I think defending creative freedom and upholding the concept of freedom of speech on YouTube is absolutely at the utmost importance right now. And while I understand that YouTube is still a private company and they can do whatever they want, to say that Leafy should be banned is saying that creators don't have any power on YouTube, and I don't want to live in the future where that isn't the case. Or, at the very least, worse than it is now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more everybody, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.